Hi, this video is going to look at synthetic division. It's a shortcut way to do long division involving polynomials. The first thing we do is look at our polynomial and write down all the coefficients: 1, -7, 4, and 12. Now, this has an x cubed, an x squared, an x, and a constant. If one of those was missing, we would need to put a 0 in there to hold its place. Alright. If we are dividing by x minus 3, we put a 3 here. So the sign on this is the opposite of what the sign here is. That's really important to remember. Okay, now to do synthetic division, we start by bringing the first number down. Then we multiply 3 times 1 and get 3. We put that here, and then we add and get -4. Repeat the process. Multiply 3 times -4, get -12, and we add to get -8. One more time. We're going to multiply 3 times -8, which gives me -24, and then when I add, I get -12. Okay, I'm finished now. But you need to remember a couple things. First of all, this last term here is your remainder. So this would be your constant term, your linear term, and your quadratic term. So in other words, this is my remainder, this is my constant, this is my x term, this is my x squared term. So my answer actually is x squared minus 4x minus 8 remainder -12. Okay, here's my next problem. I write the coefficients. 1, I got to put a 0 because there's no x cubed term, then a -3, then a 2, then a -1. Because I'm dividing by x plus 2, I put a -2 here. I start by bringing the first term down. Then I multiply. -2 times 1 is -2. I add, I get -2. I multiply. -2 times -2 is 4. I add, I get a +1. I multiply. -2 times 1 is -2. I add, and I get 0. Multiply. -2 times 0 is 0. I add, and I get -1. Now if I put my x's back in here, remember this is my remainder, this is my constant term, this is my x term, this is my x squared term, this is my x cubed term. So my answer is x cubed minus 2x squared plus x, remainder -1.